And I am back with hopefully another decent part. And in this one, I'm gonna be discussing the challenge thing that I started talking about yesterday. Oh, you know, a form of preference thing, right? Because I've been realizing that. You know what? I actually think I might have created a new, or like a better term for this this conundrum, which is that when it comes to like challenge winning video games, as a form of engagement, right? As a form of fun and all that. There's been this issue that I've been having where the topics get mixed, like, right? Because there are artificial challenge, and then there is a fair challenge. But there's also another challenge that isn't necessarily artificial as much as it is very unfair. And hold on a second. Look at these bozos. And that unfair challenge is something that I would probably call meta challenge, right? It would be a challenge that requires you. Oh, what? Okay, so the fair challenge is one that I would actually more so call a rival challenge, if that makes sense. Because that sort of challenge is mostly about, you know, a good relationship, right? Where the game expects you sets some challenges in front of you, but unlike the meta challenge, it wants you to complete them, and it can be like that by having, you know, visual cues, all that, just general things to make it seem like you know, general cues to make it seem like. Hold on a second, this is easy. Like the rivalry sort of thing will have general cues to make it seem like, you know, that, or rather to make it understandable. Hold on a minute. I think I am almost onto something. What is my dog doing? What are you doing? What is that bambino doing? I don't even know. Anyways. Right. So that's what you could either call it the rivalry challenge, the fair challenge, or the sportsman-like challenge, right? That's the one that I'm always for. And that's the thing that I love in video games, because I like being challenged to become my best, if that makes sense. Would you theoretically just need to get the last one here, or something, or whatever? You know what? We'll hold off the challenge discussion for a little bit later. Right? Because I have the note here for it, because this is something that I do want to make into the discussion of this episode. Right, so yeah, let's start the questing. Also, I've got new audio levels prepared, so that the audio should be more in line with what I'm hearing, like in terms of volume, and that I'm not getting ear blasted out the wazoo. I'm doing some things with the volume mixes right now. And and then Mr. Link, I have information, important information. When you struck the crest with a skyward strike from your sword, a message from the goddess awakened deep within my memory. The goddess intended this message for you, Master. These are her words. He who seeks the sacred flames, listen well, for I guide you from my place at the edge of time. The sacred flames are 3 in number. To obtain them, you must also earn relics known as these 3 sacred treasures, gifts. For each trial you overcome, you shall be blessed with one of the gifts. Make use of the power of these gifts, and you will find your way to the purifying sacred flames. Now I bestow unto you a melody. It will serve you as a key, opening the first trial that waits you deep in the wilds of Faron Woods. Right, so this is not the... For some reason I had it in my mind that that the trials were actually optional, like in the sequence that you were able to do them, but that's not the case. Of course it is the case in Skyward Sword, but yeah. That song is called Pharaoh's Courage. Its rousing melody will guide you. You learn Pharaoh's Courage. Whoa! Master, you must overcome the trials set before you and obtain the Sacred Treasures 3. Sacred Treasures 3! I have committed Pharaoh's Courage to memory. Now you can use your dowsing ability to search for the gate leading to the first trial you must face. I suggest you set out for Faron Woods. Right. So, right, the reason I came up with the term meta challenge and rival challenge is because it seems more fitting, you know, to this conundrum, right? Where I want, or at least I'm of the group that wants a fair challenge, you know, with the game actually representing that in the visual medium and all that, and having actual, like, feasible hints in the game. Things that don't require you to go outside the boundaries of the game in order to figure out, or through sheer luck. While meta challenge is a challenge of any kind, really, but meta challenges are inherently opposing to that of a rivalry challenge, in the sense that it is a challenge, right? But it's not a challenge that necessarily wants you to win over it. It's a challenge that uses really underhanded, really underhanded techniques, hiding information from the player and all that, which means that they tend to be the type of challenge that requires outside information. That would be, again, like a case of Millennia in Elden Ring, wherein there is no way to know, like, directly how to dodge waterfowl dance move, as it's called, or whatever. Like, up close with melee. There is no way to actually know that, how to dodge that first half. Like the first bit of that move. Right. And obviously, like, you can want, as a player, to have those types of challenges. The meta challenges. For example, fighting games, a lot of fighting games, like traditional fighting games, have this issue as well, of being meta challenge games. And that they're really bad at telling you how, or rather giving you something that makes sense as to how you should move forwards with the game. Oh my god, we're gonna have to do this. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. I already know where it is. Right. So, like, obviously, it makes sense then that some people would actually like that form of challenge, you know, because in a sense, meta challenge is the real challenge, and that's the thing I was trying to get at with fighting games, right? Is that while they are the meta challenge, you can also say that. What the fuck? You could also then say that it makes more sense as a general thing for a fighting game, for example, to be a meta challenge, because meta inherently requires you to go outside the boundaries of the game, right? To actually know about it in a fair way. And that requires, you know, interaction with communities and all that, to which, you know, a PvP game is something that requires, you know, some community interaction, right? That inherently makes sense. But for like a PvE type game, meta challenges don't really make sense unless it's like it really that's like typically how it goes, right? Oh god, we're gonna have to do this. But like, right, that's why I find it so annoying to think about challenge recently, especially with Elden and the Millennium example, because it's like, right, there's an entire group of spectrum of people that are like, we like challenges in video game, right? But they'll be talking about two completely different like types of challenges. Impossible, possibly that. Yup. Oh god. Oh god, we're gonna have to go, and I'm gonna have to talk about challenge while I'm doing this. Ah! God save me! Oh god, here we go. Right, but what do you think about the word that I just used, like meta challenge, as a way to like describe, you know, that form of challenge difference and rival challenge? Sportsman-like challenge also works, but sportsman-like is kind of a like it's kind of a long word. Mr. Link. As expected, I cannot follow you into this realm, for this trial calls out to your mind alone. It is the nature of places known as the Silent Realms, the domains of your spirit, accessible only to the goddess's chosen hero. This particular trial, Faron is silent. The spirit has temporarily separated from your physical body so that it may undertake this challenge. Yup. Right. Because like that's like the one thing that has been annoying me, like design wise, with a lot of these games, is that, or at least when, you know, it comes to the discussion of these games, or games like with the challenge aspects to them and all that, is that there will be one crowd, the one that I belong to, which will be all for the fairness of the challenge, right, and that it essentially wants you to actually beat it. And then there's the group of people who recognize the actual challenge, like a genuine challenge, right? Because like the one that's more real worldish, like more unfair and all that, but it is a challenge, right? You can't just say that it isn't a challenge, like a meta challenge. Another thing I should probably mention about meta challenges is that meta challenges are also, outside of, you know, being that they tend to require you to go out of your way to get outside information. That's usually a result of the fact that that meta challenges don't tell you anything inherently in that game in the game design, or they require you to break the game in ways. Like for example, with the Melania example, I cannot I cannot believe that people are actually using some of the ways that you can dodge Melania's waterfall dance like up close as like genuine excuses for the design somehow being good. I cannot stand that because they don't work. Like even the one that requires like misusing the that requires, you know, misusing the targeting system and all that to go around Melania and then dodge behind her. Even that doesn't make much sense. It just simply doesn't. Enables to see beacons up for... Right. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's basically what I'm trying to say with that. Hold on a second. Can I? Yup, easy. Easy money. Because like if you look at the hitbox like of the swings around Melania, first of all it insinuates that you can't go behind her, and then when you actually sit behind her, it's like it just the hitbox isn't there, right? And then there's the matter of like using status pots to interrupt the move, which then isn't also at all like insinuated anywhere. Like that's things you just have to kind of stumble upon. We gotta get that. Dusk relics. We need those. I'm pretty sure those are like once in a lifetime type of deals. Actually, no, we want to go through here. Right. But again, it's not like I'm against the idea of people having a game with meta challenges involved, because at this point it would no longer, you know, be eligible to be a criticizable aspect of games for them to have meta challenges. At that point, I would say it's more about the promises made out by a game in its initial phases. And what I mean by a promise is that's the real reason that I would, at this point, qualify Melania as a poorly designed boss fight. Is that there's nowhere in the game that Melania's design is the promised, like, thing. That just simply is not the case. Ooh, got that. And then we'll also get this while we're at it. We gotta get all of these dusky ones. Dusky, musty ones. I'm always curious about those, like, low pits there. They always seem like they're going to have that bullshit water. The bull water, as I like to call it. Yup, easy. For gaming. The difference between the gamers and the non-gamers. I know how to go about the game. Completely unchallenged. Up. Look at this. Look at this bozo-ness. We don't wanna fuck up this. We don't want to fuck up that at all. Hold on a minute. Wait, what the fuck? Give me that. That's mine. That belongs to me. Oh. Up, 2 left. Easy. This game was made for infants. Literal fetuses. Yup. Alright, that's, oh shit. We're almost there. It's just that easy. Silent Realm, more like... Boral Realm. Oh, yeah, oh, ah, yeah, oh, 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 yeah, oh, oh. Somehow, that was not language at all. I don't know Japanese. That moment when you just weakly imitate another language from memory without actually knowing what it is. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that loot. Let's get that loot, gamers! Easy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We gotta collect all of these. We can't just leave them. Now, can we? We can't just leave that. We gotta have that. Hold on a second. We gotta make sure we have all of them. 9 total? 999? I want to get captured just to find some more. Unless that isn't possible. Like that's not all of them, right? That's not all of them, right? But yeah, that's but yeah, I think meta challenge works as like a description of that sort of thing, and that's like the thing I wanted to talk about. And now we'll get the ability to swim. Is that the promise of something like Elden Ring, right? Is not to give that type of challenge initially, right? And I would be more fine with it if that was more consistent with the game, right? And then that's another aspect where it's like a representative in a way of where it's representative of like of how, you know, games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, that they aren't as good in their respective aspects as they could be, right? Because that's the thing about like things like Millennia is, at one point I would have been able to talk shit about people who actually like that boss fight, but at this point, with where my theories have gone and all that, it's actually impossible for me to say that directly. It's again that, you know, Dark Souls 2 thing where, like, I understand the preference point, right? But the problem, again, with the meta challenge aspect is that it is inherently counterintuitive to the sportsman, you know, the rival challenge. Which is, again, something that's against what I would want from video games. And so at that point, if... like, that's, again, what's been making me worried about things like Millennia in Elden Ring and all that, is because that's not what I initially came to love FromSoft's games for. Like, meta challenges are not the reason I like those games. They're in fact the complete opposite. It's that you have everything you need when you see the boss, and then you can just fight them, right? Of course, again, the reason I want to make the distinction that meta challenge is not an artificial challenge is because I feel like artificial challenge still fits, you know, the bar of inflated stats being the issues. And like just unbalanced stats. Like sorcery in all of the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring is a prime example of artificial challenge, where it goes from like having no challenge at all to suddenly the most bullshit level of challenge. Like anytime you come into a place with a magic resistance. Like that's an example in those games of magic, or at least sorcery being like the definition of artificial challenge. Which is why sorcery is not well designed in those games. Ever. Unironically, Faith is more well designed, because you can choose more different elementals, or like damage types, so you have more to do, more to deal with. That took like 25 minutes. Cool. Oh, that was there in the entire time, like that hook thing? Cool. And... oh. Wait, how does one spin? How? Oh wait, that's something you probably learn later. Right. But now we can swim. So cool. Oh, but what? Right. Like, the entire, like, meta challenge aspect is also why I don't like the Marauder well, it's why I mostly don't like the Marauder in Doom Eternal, right? Is that a lot of the things about it, about that enemy, isn't really conveyed decently enough through the like game design and all that. So it's not really a fair challenge. Well, it is a fair challenge, right? That one's different. That one would be more of a case of oh, holy. That one would be more of a case of hold on a minute, I'm messing around. Swimming is a lot easier with a controller, by the way. It's insane. Again, this is another incredible use of this item. Oh my god, we could get that goddess cube. Do I do it? Surely. Surely we'll, Got that feather. We gotta get those. I'm still trying to think about that Doom Eternal thing, don't worry about it. Because that topic is not necessarily about meta things. Or like meta challenges being the issue. Well, it is, kind of. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. That is more of a symptom of the thing I talked about in an earlier part about the good challenge. Oh, well, not the good challenge. Oh, excuse me. In aim. In aim. Uh-oh. hold on a minute. What if I get these bees? Like the optimal play like aspect, right? And creating fun and all that. Oh. Oh. No, 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 no. They won't leave me alone. Maybe I should have pulled out the net. Maybe that's what I should have done. Wait, did I get? No, don't place that. Yeah. Wait, did I ever? I don't think I ever upgraded the. I don't think I ever upgraded the beetle. Hold on a minute. But yeah, it's about, you know, that optimal play like with the Marauder. Which of course, you know, becomes an issue. Like it becomes an issue when... Oh shit, now we got this fatso. The deadass? Deadass! Off. Yeah, I would say. Belly button Pogist presented himself even. Like, I didn't see any chests down there now, did I? I wasn't hallucinating now, was I? Oh no. Oh no, what is all this? I cannot stand this. Right, because that's the thing I should be like using more. Like instead of fun, we should be using the word engagement, like as entertainment. Because that's what real good game design is about. It's about the type of engagement you deal with. That's actually an excellent way to put it. I've also come to a realization that these videos, that I should continue like talking my random bullshit about game design, because these videos are excellent notes for myself. That's what game design, like good game design is, right? It's all about how you make engagements with the game. Like, this game, for example, has... That's why I would say this game, like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, has great combat. Mostly. Because the enemy designs and what things you can do, they all incentivize you doing specific things. Like, you have the spider that incentivizes you slashing upwards, so that you can, like, do that finishing move. You have enemies that... Like the shield dude that incentivizes you to do things like cut up the shield so he gets rid of it, so you can hit them. You have the enemies that like change your direction, so you then have to like try and bait them using the just holding the thing up, like in different ways. You have the robots that you have to slice, and then, you know, poke before they can do anything like that. Then you have enemies that require you to parry. Again, and sometimes they don't. That's not necessarily the optimal choice. But when it isn't the optimal choice necessarily to go for those things, they still ask you to engage with them using, you know, your tools, right? And that's what this game has more than anything else. Because these things, all of these things, are things we are going to be generally using a lot. Which is what makes it so great. Again, the flow of Skyward Sword the one fatal flaw is that it doesn't feel good to play, and that can be sensed in. And feel good isn't something like, oh, it just subjectively feel. No, it's like we can tell this. Like there is a certain level of like difficulty just doing the attacks, right? There's difficulty like just doing the actions. That's like in complete contrast to Ocarina of Time, like I said in another part, which was Ocarina of Time's problem is that the enemy design and all that in that game is not very sophisticated. Yet for some reason, that game has a pretty good like basis for a control scheme. And not only that, but it controls very well. Like it feels good to control. Like that's another difference like between these games is when you attack in this game, it stops your movement completely, right? While in Ocarina of Time, there's like a slight step forward or something like that. And then a retreat sometimes for like, I think this attack. Which like adds a little bit more like feel-goodness to it because it also adds more range to your attack. And it adds, you know, more of that like in and out of battle instead of just passively going up and then blah. Right. It feels a little bit more like weighty, I should say, instead of this, which does feel like slightly unweighty in a sense. That's why even though like for example Dark Souls and well, I would say Dark Souls 3, not Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, why they feel like they have better combat than this game, for example, is because they feel better to play. Even though there's like a ton of delay in, especially Elden Ring, right, which makes it feel worse. Like again, the delay of inputs, it's like the buffering is like, it's very awkward. I don't understand why games do that, or why they don't at least have it as an option in the menus. Like of all the options, that should be one of the options. Really. But yeah, that's like the fatal flaw of this game, because otherwise it has the best combat, like overall, in any Zelda game. It has the most focus on it. It has the most variety for it. It has the most engagement. Again, the ways it engages you in the gameplay. And that's the thing that I would, you know, talk about with yep. It's all in a day's work. That's, you know, the general thing that I would say talk about with Doom Eternal. Is that because of the meta problem with the Marauder, right? The optimal play you have to engage with, or you get the player to engage with in the game, is coincidentally the least fun and most disruptive way to play the game. And that's what gives the false image of the Marauder, like, disrupting the gameplay of Doom Eternal. Because in a way he does. Like, the enemy does. Because with how poorly it's designed initially and how initially meta-challenging he is. Oh, wait, hold on a second, we want that. With how initially, like, meta-challenge designed he is, it's like one of those things where you don't get any like other way of like fighting him other than using the super shotgun up close when he attacks and when he does like the flash thing and or using the ballista. And then of course there's, you know, the awful pop-up tutorial which literally tells you to do that and like conveys it as if you have to stand around, like in a movement shooter that requires you to move around, right? And the ironic part is that that's the worst way to play against that enemy, actually. Like, throughout all the game, that's how it incentivizes you to play that. When in actuality, like from the meta challenge perspective, he plays very differently. Like that is not an enemy that incentivizes you to do that at all. It's an enemy that sticks around for a little bit in battle, but it isn't an enemy that incentivizes you to stick around and like sit around and get hit by him. That's not what it does. Like there are ways to like bait out when he's going to do the axe thing and all that, which usually require just running away. Like the game doesn't tell you that. You could probably have figured that out on your own. But that's what I mean by engagement. Yerbal. But that's what I mean by engagement, right? And that being the meat and potatoes of game design. For what is good game design and also a fair challenge. Like that's inherently intertwined. In that the optimal at that moment becomes playing the game that isn't very engaging. Like it's not engaging in, and it's not even engaging in the promised way, like the way the game promises you, like in Doom Eternal. So then that's where, you know, the issue with meta challenges come in. Again, it's more of a thing where it's like, where it's more of a an issue again with again, it's hard losing the thread. It's hard losing the thread and paying attention to what is being said right now. It's insane. But who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to hold a coherent conversation while doing this. This is requiring 100% of my brain power, holy shit. You know, I see why, you know, a lot of Let's Players and all that, they have so much issue paying attention to the games they play. I can see that. But also, I lost a lot of respect for them, but don't tell that to them. Because I feel like I've been playing the games pretty good. Like, so far. But I guess the real challenge would come from talking like this and then also doing a game that I haven't played before. The Water Dragon. Right, but you see what I mean, right? By the way that design, like, and you know, the rivalry challenge, like the fair challenge, and promises and all that, how they work, right? Because again, like, the issue is mostly promises. Because again, there is merit, there is reason why people can like meta challenges. That's not what I'm saying you can't like. Because again, that's the whole discussion of you can tell, as the creator and all that, it's your job to figure out what people actually want. Because they can't always know that. But you can't tell them what they don't like. And people like, and some people like challenges in the realist sense of the word. And that makes sense. They are allowed to do that. But again, with game design and figuring out if a game is good or not, depends on the promises laid out, you know, from the start of the game and all that. Because if like a game is mostly designed like it's going to be a fair challenge overall, maybe a hard challenge, but it will be a fair challenge. Maybe a punishing challenge like in Dark Souls, but it will be a fair challenge. Things like that. Like, again, it's not... Meta challenge isn't to be confused with cryptic, right? Like, cryptic challenges are challenges of, you know, navigation and all that. Those are things like that are cryptic challenges. But meta challenges is specifically when that cryptic stuff like comes into the combat, and you have to go outside the combat to figure out how to do it. Like that again, I would be fine with a game like going with that from the start, because that would essentially, if you think about it, that would be the basis for a form of adventure game like this. Even though that's not how the combat in this game works, but that would be like the basis for an RPG adventure game, right? Where you have to figure things out yourself. That would be the basis for that. So I don't think that inherently means it's bad game design, because again, game design is the synergy, it's the dynamics, it's the context. And if it's the context, then it means that simple things like having bloated health and all that, like things you would be like artificial challenge, meta challenge, baby challenge, the not actually a real challenge, aka fair challenge, as some people would hold it, even though they would be wrong. The difference between a meta challenge and a fair challenge is that one is a toxic relationship, the other is not. The other is not a toxic relationship, while the other is. The one is from the hood, and the other is from the from the family. No, I don't want to set a waypoint. Got it. I know where it is. I know. Damn. Oh wait, no. Alright, the Pharaoh's flame. Yatta! Oh, we gotta get down, like, slowly. We have a box to get! Wait, can we just, Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 you're damn right. I can get that! I can get that! I've been waiting for this! I've been waiting for this! Oh, wait, that's another gotta skip. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can get the other, but that'll just have to wait. Oh, we can get that one. You know what? You can just wait and then look at what they're doing. I guess that's another way to like fight those enemies. Right, but I hope that makes sense, like the idea of the... Oh! I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that. Man. But yeah, that's another thing about, you know, incentive, right? Because that's the problem with this game. Like, for example, like Zelda games in non-hero mode. Or like why some people like preferred in hero mode and all that. It's because it incentivizes like being careful with the combat and all that. Because right now I can just wail on them. Because I won't take a whole lot of damage. And if I do, I'll probably find a heart. Like somewhere. Like here. I'll probably do it like that. You could technically get those. You could technically get those. If you know what I'm saying. Oh, we gotta go to the water dragon thing. But like, it should make sense, right? Like the things that I've been saying so far. Look at this little playground, these little kiddos over here. This is dead end. Oh my god! I am so sick and tired. I am so sick and tired of these goddamn Kequis. Kequos. Look at that plant. Like, hopefully, like, the things I talk about make sense to other people. But I really should be doing, like, edited videos. Right. That just makes sense. I should do that. Because I have a lot of things I want to talk about. But again, that requires... That requires, like, you know... That requires, you know, a good script that I need to make for myself if I were to do that. And if I were to do that, it would be another channel, another video. But that has not been made as of the time of this recording. Hold on a second, we need those. When we see the opportunity for... Oh shit, a normal birth hill. Damn. I didn't realize that was a thing. I need to do that more. Got him. Dummy. Dummy, stupid. Dummy. Hold on a second, we gotta. Master, okay, yep. Yes. Yep, Skyward Strike. Ah, okay, of course. Right. Yeah. I can't really talk all too much about that whole thing. Because, hold on a second while I figure out how to, do this, thing. Right, it will be like, a like that, right? Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Very nice. I get fed. How much you want to bet that if I did a circle that wouldn't have worked? How much you want to bet? If I tried doing a circle that would not have worked? How much you want to bet? I could bet a lot that that's how it was not gonna work if I did that. Ah yes, Lake Florida. Florida! Oh no! We're in Florida now. Oh no. This is so sad. Someone please save me. Look at this little shit. Alright. Now that's the thing about water levels, right? Is, I guess, one of the reasons why they don't, or at least like being underwater like doesn't tend to be all that great is because it's typically a new moveset. And not only that, but it's typically, or you know, a new way of, you know, movement that's also very restrictive, right? Like it is essentially in a way a form of gimmick, right? The more you think about it. Ah, another human! Okay. I just have to avoid eye contact and back away slowly. See, he's avoiding eye contact. His eyes sideways. Hello there. Oh, Bob. I guess the only game where, like, quit following me, pest. If you don't move along, I'll be forced to tell Her Excellence the Water Dragon about your little incursion. Ah, didn't see that coming, did you? Yep. So what now? You're gonna cry, you're gonna piss your pants, you're maybe gonna little shit your pants, maybe come. If you try, you can make it through. Just go ahead. Yep, nothing short of a mice spin will move. How the fuck? Ain't no way that this is what they're asking of me. Wait, what if it's... Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just roll. Right. Gah, how is that even possible? I've never seen a human pull off a spin like that. Wait, that's a water dragon scale. Does that make you the emissary of the goddess? Like the water dragon said? Hey, I've got an idea. Maybe you can help her excellence. Take me to her. Yeah, about that, it happened really recently. This widow came in here with a gang of monsters and went right after her excellence. My lady, my lady, my lady, the water dragon is a fierce fighter. Nobody shall come with the most of the masters of the festivals. Praise the singers, there were just so many of them. The widow of the land of all who just chaos was managed to around the world. She is her up the voice of the water to like him from the country. So could I come and talk about the radio excellence? Let's see if we can help her out. Follow me. Right. Come on. Move along. Bozo. Squidman. Squidward. Right, the only game that really keeps the same sort of movement is probably Sonic, like within water. But then that slows up the gameplay, and that's not really, you know, ideal for. Huh? That's it. I was expecting to read up what the perfect, but I was fault. I don't really know what to do. Alright, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Right, so like Sonic, right? Is I would not even necessarily say in that instance that like water is like a bad design for a Sonic game. You know, in a sense. I don't even know how that's even, you know, that without getting hurt, okay. Oh, hold on a minute. We gotta get someone. Well, how the fuck does that even work? Ah! Gah! These motherfucking fish. Right, I wouldn't even say that the Sonic case is like a case where wherein like you know, ooh, me like rupee. Like, I wouldn't even say that's necessarily a case of, like, bad game design that water, like, slows Sonic down. Like, not in the case that they would understand that, you know, as game design and then be like... In the metaphorical game, Sonic game, where it was actually all about speed and not about type platforming with accidental speed at times. Oh, that you should get over. Actually, nope. We gotta do them some ruby. Let's get some ruby. I gotta get that, if you know what I'm saying. Right, because if like a Sonic game like realized, you know, had that realization that going slow would be boring, right? As the idea, then water is an excellent way to like incentivize like different routes and all that. And as like lesser punishment for smaller failures, right? And not like massive punishment for it. Because that's the other thing about, you know, punishment in video games, right? Is that you have to think about like the context of like how easy is it to make mistakes. And in a speed game, like for example like Pizza Tower or like Sonic, it's generally easy to make mistakes. So it makes sense for those games to not be too punishing, right? Like to not be Dark Souls punishing, right? That makes sense. Oh, I'd call you a basic, but I think we would both know it was the water-taken skill that made the little salt puzzle. Damn. You would diss me like that? You would dare diss me like that? Unfathomable. Unfathomability. Raw. Oh my. Because, you know, that's the thing about, you know... That's the thing about, you know, about, again, game design, which I keep having to hammer home because this... My definition of game design makes more sense. Right? I'm a game design junkie, okay? What can I say? I'm fucking addicted to that shit. Oh! Is that something inherently isn't bad game design. Just because you might have, again, unresponsiveness in this game. Like, something inherently isn't a bad game design just because that's been an element in the games that they've done wrong. Because something in and of itself isn't a bad game design because it's not context in and of itself. A mechanic is not a context in and of itself, right? Which is what game design is. Like, that's what design is. That's context, that's synergy and all that. And the mechanic is not context in and of itself. Which is why something like, again, even like things like artificial difficulty that I talked about earlier. Like, a lot of times people like, bloated HP really just makes a game worse. It just makes a game worse designed and all that. Like, those people, they're design frauds, right? They've not played Monster Hunter, right? Monster Hunter is the example of what happens when you have, like, bloated HPs and all that, because it's like a gauntlet of boss fights and all that. But you use that in a well-designed manner, like, that, along with the, like, time limit in boss fights, or, you know, every hunt in that game, the game turns into this weird thing, of, you know, again with the grind as well in Monster Hunter. It turns into this like wonderfully designed like gameplay loop where as you grind out bosses, which can take a while, they can because they have a lot of HP, you learn how to play more optimally. Like you have to play around, you know, the bosses, like all the monsters, like patterns, their attacks and all that, to get the most damage possible in a return. And that's what makes it so... it's just design like that I really love. I love stuff like that. Yikes. Oh, they're back! Oh, the first widow brought in here, you just attack her excellence. Watch out, they're mean as they come. And look at this. Look at this Pompadour looking... looking... Wait, is that... Oh. Oh. Get out of here. We just have to look around real quick. Nope. I have no reason for that. I am completely stacked. I am goated with the sauce, gamers. And then they die in one hit like that. Cool enemy, though. I guess they had to have some enemies, you know, underwater. Right, and they can't... That's the thing about... Again, like, needing depth for like good gameplay or like good enemy design and all that, which you know Skyward Sword does have. But it's also why I would say in like games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, why they should never make like shielding a good thing, unless they want to make actually in-depth mechanics for shielding. Then I don't think that they should make shielding like the entire point of a build, because then that's a very low like engagement like playstyle, and that's like the other problem with like magic and all that, is that they can become very low engagement, although they can become very different kinds of engagement. But then that's, you know, again a matter of discussing the game design overall. And also, you know, my lesser theory that Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that, those are not games that that people tend to say they are, right? Like when people say that those are the types of games that are just use whatever you want and then you can beat the game like that and all that, they're inherently correct. But the group of people like me included that have always liked them for the fair challenge and all that, like we have to accept that that's not what the games have ever been, right? They were just the best example of it. Like how Dark Souls 2 fans need to accept that game is just the best example of the PvP system that they like. It's not a good example of that system. It's just the best example they have. Right. Because I'm really just realistically waiting for a Dark Souls type game to actually focus on being a fair challenge all the way through and then being actually designed from the ground up. Because that's the other thing about, you know, wanting to share like things you like with others, is you want to share the things that you fell in love with others. And when you share, you know, things like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that, that's why so many people are like, no, you have to play without summons, and oh, you have to play with melee and all that. It's because they want you to just experience what they enjoyed about the games, right? What they found to be the most engaging, most fun and all that. Like, that's all it is, really. There's a lot of frustration around these topics, right? But from my point of view, all of those, like, frustrations and name callings and all that happens in those communities and all that, they don't make sense in hindsight. They really don't. Ah, you there, human. You have intruded into my home, a sacred place few are permitted to enter. This is no place for one such as you, and that here you stand. You will explain how you got here, and quickly. I'm lost. Do not mock me, boy. Linger in my hall a moment longer, and I'll bite your head all clean off. You've intruded onto my home, a sacred place. Alright, I have to say Water Dragon. I am. Those with manners address me as Faron. Though my current stature is less than, well, intimidating, shall we say, know that you stand in the presence of a loyal servant of the goddess. I say, that's one of my scales you have there. A sacred gift such as that could only be carried by the goddess's chosen hero, but could you really be him? This raises questions. Even with that scale in your possession, finding my hall is no easy task. How did you find me? Ah, yes. That cackling old hermit Kikwa told you where I lived, didn't he? Honestly, I can't remember how many times I've told that scruffy thing to keep his mouth shut. That's the last straw. Next time I see him, it's dinner. Oh, but I digress. You come here seeking a sacred flame, have you? Of course. I knew it. But I'll be straight with you. A shrimpy boy like you hardly looks the part of the goddess' chosen hero. There's no doubt about it. A test is in order to prove you are everything you say you are. Shortly before your arrival, I was attacked by a pompous creature calling himself Gilahim. I stood against this self-proclaimed demon lord, but I was wounded in the encounter. The wounds he's given me are stubborn things. I've been forced to recuperate in this basin of sacred water. Unfortunately, the healing properties of the sacred water have diminished, and I'm now in need of another dose to freshen up my healing bath. Bring me the container of fresh sacred water that I require. Do me this favor and I'll gladly show you where to find the sacred flame you desire. What say you? You got it. I am analyzing the water remaining in this basin. Excellent. I can now help you douse for the water type. Right. Master, you don't have a container suitable for transporting water. Please prepare a vessel for this purpose. If you continue down this way, you will find an exit back to the woods. Excellent. Now run along. One does not keep a dragon waiting. Right. Wait, isn't the sacred water like just in the other temple? I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Also, I'm pretty sure I had a thing I was talking about earlier, but I can't remember it. I just cannot. It is not in my head. It is out. Gone. Deleted. Unless this is the part. Yes. Or is that just water? It's just normal water, but it could come in handy. You never know. Cricket? What? Why? I'm your good conscience. Fuck. Oh, I really have. That's good at all, people. That's good at all, people. Jiminy. Alright, there we go. We got some bug collecting. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me an item. Bozo. Boing! Boing! Yup. Give me more of those. Hold on a minute. We can make it if we try. I'm not sure that's how the song goes. I'm sure that was two different songs lyrics, like combined into one. But okay. Alright, we're back in Faron Woods. Master, I have information to report. Oh my goodness, look at this. Right. Open sesame. Log down. Log down! Sacred sealing grounds. The deep woods. I'm pretty sure they're in the deep woods, right? You know what? So I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna say to this guy. Because that will be easier, to be honest. But actually, while we're up in the sky, I think I'll go over to the shop. And while I talk about that, and while I go over to the shop to do some upgrades, I'd also like to wait, no, wait, maybe. We'll get her keep waiting. We'll make her keep waiting. That's what we'll do. Another thing I could talk about, you know, with objectivity, like just an additional note to the entire thing, is that you can downplay like problems in like a product and all that, but you cannot deny them. Like you cannot deny what people dislike. It's again that thing about how you can talk about what people like and dislike, but or you can, you know, think about what people actually want, but you can't, you know, tell them what they don't dislike. You can say that you can downplay it or like recontextualize what they like. You can do that. Now I have more speed. More speed. Yup. The quick beetle. Hold on a second. Is there anything, what's the next level? That's like ancient flowers, right? Ooh, I might do that on my own time. I might just go down and get that. Like the stamina buff. Evil crystal, I don't even know where that is. I think that's at night. Ooh, scatter shot. Oh, that's right, we can do that. What about this one? Bird feathers and ornamental skulls. Ooh, it's all coming together now. Oh my goodness, I could upgrade so much if I wanted to. Upgrade that while we're at it. And now then I'll gather those materials like off screen. Right. Like, right, you can change the context of what people have issues with. Because like I said with the Doom Eternal example of the Marauder, right? Where I earnestly believe that the problem that people have with that enemy are like an issue of the way it's designed and all that. In that they're led to believe that the enemy inherently like alters the gameplay. Like with how it's designed. Like it's how it's designed initially, like meta-wise. Meta-design, rather like fairly designed. And like how it's gone and all that. And also with, especially the pop-up tutorial, it makes it very like apparent that that's what they want people to engage with as. Even though that's the worst way to engage that enemy. Like the least optimal way to engage that enemy. Like that's a way to like recontextualize like how you should engage the enemy. Oh. Oh. There we go. We gotta get that good water. That Gucci water. Gotta get that Gucci water. It's in here, right? I'm pretty sure it's in here. And then there's this dude that, like, just there. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. I don't know what Big Chungus over there is thinking he's doing. But it certainly isn't what I think it is. Yup. I know where it is. Yup, I already know. There is no other way it could be. There are greater enemies in here. The secret technique, the stab. I would be very sad if I somehow got stuck in that. That's right. Oh my god, it's just one of these. Oh! Holy, you're that guy. That guy I met in the volcano. Hey, here to do some treasure hunting? Yup. I called it. You got treasure hunter written all over your face. Did the big stone guy out there tip you off to look too? Stone guy? Who? No one's been me to all the sweet loot piled up in this place. What? Stone guy? Huh? Oh, right. The big bozo. Man. Oh my goodness. Hold on a sec. We gotta figure out. You never know. You never know with these. All right. Hold on a second. What do you want me to draw? What do you want? What do you want me? Maybe something like a. Something like a. Merge. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. What does that give me? You know, exactly as I demanded. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get these. Quick, beetle! Whoa! Whoa! The speed up. It's insane. It's wilding. Alright, you are... Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I got this. Digging? Yup. And the scatters? Bonk. Wait, how does that even work? Yup. Oh, well, that's nice. The dungeon got redone. You know, strangely enough, I don't remember that from this original game. But you know what? I think that's a point of uniqueness. In the sense that, that's 1 point for my unique, theory. For my uniqueness theory. In that, because I've already been in this place, it's less unique. Going through here again. Which is another problem with this game, right? And that it reuses a lot of areas. So it makes it harder to remember that. It is unironically a -1 point of memorability. In a lot of ways. Just fantastic. I work like a weasel just to swipe a key from that monster and then I have to go and lose it. I just can't remember which hole I hid it in. Yeah, what do I need a key for anyways? I can buy a trunk full of those once I find the treasure after. Why did you tell that to me? Why did you tell that to me? That doesn't even make sense. That don't even make any sense! I think I know where it could be hidden. Oh, the stab doesn't work? The stab still works. It is the best option. Ah, fools. That's just hearts. Whatever. Grah! What about this hole? Oh man, what about that hole? What about the hole in your anus? What about the hole in the behind? Alright, it's not in this one. It's not. It's gonna be over here, right? I know where it is. It's the OG hole. It's easy. It's rudimentary, dear. It's very simple. You see, it's hidden in the random hole that's up there, right? Like, that's what it has to be. Except you can't go down there, or can you? Wait, what if... Holy shit, you can. What? You can. Holy shit, I am flabbergasted. I am wilding out. Oh, what? What? Alright, it's right here. You didn't hide it anyway, you motherfucker. That's always been there. JK. Maybe they kept that hole right there just so you get like something that you might remember when you get here. I don't know. I don't remember remembering that. Now that memories are coming back to me about this being a thing that happened. I don't remember that at all. Hey, yo, bozo. Yup, traded. Easy. What? What's that? You wanna go? Alright, there should be a lot of things I haven't checked out with the beetle. I should check them out, honestly. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shit. The speed up, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's goated. It's quite literally the most goated thing ever. Holy. Holy moly. Holy moly. Right, what if I just go up here, like stealthily? See, I was just playing. Wait a minute. What is this up here? You know what? I had forgotten about that heart piece. Man, 100%, here we go! Think about all the other heart pieces that I just haven't remembered. Easy. Safe and easy. Easy elo, easy life. Ooh. Why is there only a red ruby in here? Rah, that should have been a 100 ruby! Get up here. Oh. Another red ruby. Red Rubington. I can't wait to revisit the volcano and spend all of my money on Rupert's funny Minesweeper game. I can't wait. I want to play Rupert's Minesweeper so badly. It is not an if, it is a when. It is not an if, it is a must. It is a desire to gamble. Let's go Beetle! Like the Beetle becoming better and better it is hype. It is hype. Nothing gets you quite like a good upgrade now, does it? Oh! Upgrades! Oh! Nothing gets me going quite like a good upgrade. Get that too. That's useless. That's garbage. No. I don't need to go there. I don't remember there being any treasure over there. What is this? Alright, you wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna fucking go? You wanna go? Nikita! Missile, go! Nikita! Nikita! There! 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 Here you are again. Jeez, I take some serious miles to get my paws on treasure and I'm found squad. Talk about bad luck. I don't care! I think some no good thief beat me to the goods. There's nothing here but water now. Who in the single world would come all the way for water? Nobody. That's who. I'm cutting my losses and heading home. See ya. Is he just here to talk shit? Huh? So what if I'm trying to get water? So what? It's the special water. It's that Fiji water. I don't know if Fiji tastes good or not. I've never tasted that shit. It's that nice water. What do you know about it? Oh shit. Is there a special boss fight in here? Or something like that? I don't remember. Or what? New boss fight? Oh, right. The Skeleton Trio! Yeah! Alright. You bozos. You think I don't know? You don't think I don't know how to beat you? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, they can block. Huh. What about this? Oh fuck, their skeletons they can't feel. Huh. Huh. You already know. Alright, you already know. Ha! Ha! Foolish! Foolish! Okay, hold on a minute, dude. Dudes and dude sets. Oh, I was too scared. Oh, that really hit. Alright, here. Watch this, gamers. Yep. Yep, easy. Oh, the durability! Oh! You know, I don't think I've ever failed a block so hard. No, please don't. Please don't use my durability on that. Easy. I was never in any danger, really. Also, I have a fairy in my back pocket. I was never in any danger. That just simply is not the case. It just really isn't. Never in danger. No one. I never doubted it. Never doubted it. But the Sacred Water nearby. No more? Yup. I know where the Sacred Water. I felt those purple fish were. What if we can get. What if we can. Wait, there's a lot of butterflies over there. Hold on a second. What if we can get some. What if? What if though? Yup. Yep. We like that out here. What do you mean? What if they wouldn't notice? What do you mean you can't just notice that? Ah, I'll get them. This is very important. I might as well get them now, you know, when while I'm gaming now. While we're steadily causing the biggest group of them all. Yup. Yup, easy. Oh, hold on. Give me that. Give me that. That little fountain, little fella down there. All right, and then there is the scoop. Got some water. It's just normal. You know what? Right, the one where the fairies are, of course. Why is this part the whatever? Sacred water. Right, so then we could do that, and then we can end the episode. And then I can go grind out some material, so that next time, which will be in the far off distance, I'm able to deal with that. Oh! Chop, 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 chop. The ultimate technique. The chops are endless. Oh, no, 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 no. No, let's not fuck it up. Let's not use the give me that. Give me this. No, 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 no. If anything, that has to be used if I ever press that. The fairy can go. The water dragon stuff cannot. Oh, hold on a second. We can also get some more materials while we're at it. Hold on a second. What if though? What if though? Yep. What was that noise? The bow carb. Wait, actually we need the resources. Die! Give me that. Give me the skull. You didn't give me the skull. You're fake and you're fake and fraud! You're fake and a fraud! You're fake and a fraud! Hold on. Wait a minute! Die. Alright, then I have to go all the way around. Because that's just how it works out here. That's just how it be out here. Right. Get him. Get him. Come on. Yeah, fight me. Fight me all you want. My item! Listen, you fucks. Give me that elemental skull. The elemental skull. Wait a minute. We gotta get more of these. We gotta get more of these whenever we can. So that my grinding session of recording doesn't get slowed. Hold on a minute. Gotta go to the sky. And then make our way back. A very simple up and down treatment. Alright. Hold on a second. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. There we go. Easy! And so we can end the episode. Florida waterfall. The Florida waterfall. Please. Oh, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Alright, come on. Give me. Give. Hand up. I don't technically need more of these, but I'm gonna get them anyways. The most abundant material. But you know what? They can be sold actually now that I think about it. Yes, just look at that color. There's no doubt that this is the water I need. Quickly, boy, pour it into my basin. Motherfucker, you poured it into the ground. But whatever. I'll just suck that up by osmosis. Bigums dickums. Wow. Big dragon. Exquisite. I can feel its energy surging through me. Behold the full majesty of Faron, a water dragon and guardian of these lands. I stand here tall-headed, tall-heeled and whole once again. You have done well to bring me the sacred water I asked you for. I see now it was no coincidence that you completed the goddess trial and obtained the water dragon's scale. In turn, I shall grant you the favor you have asked me of me, and lead you to the sacred flame of my land. Come. And thus he came. Now, behold! Behold! Motherfucker's got magic! Oh. The waterfucker's got magic. Go! The sacred flame seek lies within this place. It is known as the base temple, the best water temple. By many. But you are the goddess' chosen hero. Swallowing a few monsters will be no trouble for you. I imagine you and I will cross paths again. Till then, do not lower your guard. Farewell, boy. Be gone. So that I can continue on with my, day. This was a long episode. Realistically, I should have cut it, short when I should have cut it short when it just looks so delicious. How? How? I don't understand. I don't understand how this works. Mine. Yup. And just like that, that will be it for today. And I'll see you in the next part, which I don't know when I will record, but it will be at some point. Bye-bye. Wait, I didn't stop the recording. Whatever.